So a lot of people think the darker the film, the more it will block the heat. It is nothing like that.
Is window tinting allowed everywhere?
I don't think so. As per my knowledge, it is legal in any state. Window films is something in which you can actually see, judge the quality through these testing machines. I see a lot of window films getting applied on the roadside, in open environment, and people still think it is the right way.
Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, The Detailing Mafia, Detailers Uncut. Today we are going to deep dive into a topic which is often overlooked but plays a huge role in car aesthetics and protection, window tints. So joining with me today is someone who is driving innovation in this space, Mr. Kunal Sethi, sir. So hi sir, welcome to your very own Detailers Uncut podcast. So sir, yes, we are back again with a new podcast series on window tints. We've done few podcasts earlier also, sir.
Correct.
On paint protection film.
Yes.
So yes, sir, so now we are back again. We've been receiving a lot of social media queries also because people would, want to know more about window tints. This topic is certainly, sir, overlooked. People, really don't know much about it. So, yeah, so we want to know from the expert himself.
I'm all ready for it, Chandni. I see a new poster over here today for window tints. I see sunroof PPF also, but I think so this we can do it later. Today, I think so our topic is all about window films, Okay. So, yes, go for it. I'm here. I can, whatever answers, questions, FAQs you have, let's start,
Definitely, sir. So, sir, my first segment would be understanding window tints. What window tint exactly is, why someone should consider it?
So, firstly, as we said, window tints. So, a lot of people don't understand meaning of tints,
Yes.
So, it's like detailers, we talk in our professional language, we say it's window tints. But yeah, you can call it also as sun films for cars or window films for car. It all means the same thing, okay? So as we spoke about PPF and we say PPF, okay, it's a TPU urethane film, but in window tint, we don't use that kind of film. We use a PET film, okay? It's made kind of with polyester. Why we apply it? It's for various reasons, depending on what is your need. A lot of people apply it for privacy. Some people apply for skincare. Some people apply for the UV rays. Some people actually want to stop the heat, the IR rejection, the heat mostly. So yes, we have different types of window films, and it's done for, as I told, for various reasons. But definitely it also protects the cooling of the car, as in your car is cooler applying window films, and the interior of the car also has a better life because the amount of heat which is coming in, the interior itself can get damaged. So yes, window tint, I would say, is a must depending on what kind of VLT and what is the purpose for you to apply it.
All right, sir. Thank you for that clear explanation, sir. With that, sir, our next question will be on VLT. Speaking of how dark it can be, what is VLT and why does it matter for window tint?
So VLT, basically the full form is visual light transmission. The higher the VLT, the more light is going to pass. If I explain it another way, for example, if I have a VLT of 5%, that means from outside, I can only see 5% inside the car. So again, as I said, it's depending. Every state has their own rules and regulations. What is the purpose again? Is it heat rejection? You want a clear film with heat rejection? We have VLT starting from 5%, going to 35, 50, 70%, and now we are also coming up with 80% VLT also.
Okay, thank you for shedding that light on that, sir. So, third segment is on benefits of window tinting. So, people often rely on cost-effective options like sun shields, curtain to keep their car cool. But what advantages does window tinting offer over these traditional methods?
So yes, Chandni, a lot of cars these days have automatized curtains where you press a button, curtain comes, or a lot of people put a manual kind of curtain to ensure that the heat doesn't come. But honestly, the heat is coming, and that is why these window films are very, very useful, So yes, there is a purpose of applying these films. It does a great job, and I would rather try to explain you in your next question more about the types of window films. What type do we have in our brand UltrashieldX, and how is it better, and why why don't we also keep so many range of window tints and why we keep a special range? Let me explain it to you in the next question.
Thank you, sir, for that. Appreciate that answer, sir. Sir, I think it will really help our viewers to, kind of know about window tints in our next segment of questions. So with that, our next segment is on types of window films. Are all window tints the same or are they different types? Please give us a brief data on that, sir.
So that's a good question, Chandni. That's which I can explain in length over this. So generally, a lot of people apply window films in the market. I see people applying on roadside also. I see people applying on a professional detailing shop also. But how do we judge, what is the right film, So we have different types of window films, starting from a dyed film, okay? Then we have a second series of window tints, which has metal elements in it, okay? And the third comes as carbon. And the newest advance is ceramic tints. And then we also have ceramic in UltrashieldX, which has an IR of 99% rejection in that. How do we judge that? Okay, so in PPF, as you were saying, we were talking about the raw material and the gum through which we judge the quality of the film. In this, we have a very nice thing. These days, we have a good kind of a machine through which we can actually put the film inside. So if you must have seen, we have our UltrashieldX brochure like this. In this, we put all the films, So how do we explain people is, if I have a film over here, I can put this film inside and I can show the rejection, what is it doing all about. So VLT explained you, UVR are the UV rays, but the most concentration is on IR. So the dyed films, starting from those films have a very less life. I would say 2 to 3 years. They will turn into purple with time. They will have a lot of bubbling issues, and the IR rejection, the heat which we're talking about, is just rejecting close to 7 to 10% of heat. So it's basically you're just styling the car, you're just having a kind of a privacy if you're applying a black film like a VLT of 5 to 35%, but there is no heat which is getting blocked. So the metallized film, basically they reflect the heat, but they have a problem that they have an interference with our electronic signals. So we don't go for those films because there is a problem with those. Carbon is a bit more advanced, in which you get a better heat rejection compared to a metal film, but we are talking now about ceramic tints, which is the latest thing. So a lot of people think the darker the film, the more it will block the heat. It is nothing like that. And I want to tell all the users, when you go any brand which you choose, always tell the person that, can you make me check through a tint meter, We have these machines. I will try to do another video in which we can show that those kind of testing machines also, so that people can understand in more detail. But currently, as I said, I just want to show you this machine. You put the window tint inside and you can actually get to know the performance. The performance is just through the IR rejection, the IR cut, in which UltrashieldX, which we are claiming as 99% of IR cut, which is, I would say, the most advanced film. We can prove it through the machine. Even when it is installed on your car, at the same time, we can use this window meter. We can put the glass down, we can put this inside, and the machine will actually tell what kind of film is applied to it. So my suggestion to people is, it's not a big cost. Our brand doesn't charge you like 30,000-40,000 rupees for a window tint. It's not a big cost. I would say, even if you want privacy, or even if you want especially heat rejection, whichever the VLT is, always go for a ceramic tint. So we'll do some more videos in our next podcast in which people can understand it in more detail.
All right, sir. Thank you for explaining that differences, sir. It was very helpful for our viewers too.
Thank you, Charlie.
Moving on, sir, one thing a lot of people worry about is legalities. Is window tinting allowed everywhere, or are there restrictions we should worry about?
So yes, Chandni, we have restrictions. As I explained you about the VLT, so 35% definitely. I don't think so. As per my knowledge, it is legal in any state. But as per the Central Motor Vehicle Rules, rule number 100, as per the Supreme Court, the VLT of 70% on the front and on the rear glass is fine. And on the sides, you can go till 50% VLT. If you go below this, then definitely there is a problem. Basically, the idea is that people should be able to see inside the car. This is what is the regulation, and this is what we also put in our window tints, a kind of a disclaimer, through which people can scan and they can go and check the rules and regulation as per the CMV rule also at the same time.
All right, sir. Thank you for clarifying that, sir. I hope everyone pays close attention to this part. So with that, we have moved on to our next segment, which is into maintenance and care. So people often ask, once window tint is applied, how should we take care of it? Are there any special tips to keep the tint looking great and lasting longer?
Yes, so it's a very simple thing. I think so whenever you get it installed at any of the shops, once the application is done, I would say the thumb rule is that don't put the window up and down for at least 48 to 72 hours for it to settle and ensure that the glue, the liquid, everything is dried up properly. And after that, just the regular maintenance, use a soft microfiber and a glass screener free of ammonia, and I think so that's good to go. And just no hard abrasion done to add more scratches to it. Rest, I think so it's very simple compared to maintaining a paint protection film or ceramic, as it is applied from inside. So those elements are not basically impacting the life and durability of the window tint.
Great advice, sir. I guess our window tints are low maintenance. I'm sure our audience will take care of their cars from now on.
But yes, at the last, Chandni, it's very important to apply a good quality ceramic tint. Don't go for the dyed and the carbon and the metallized films. Always check through the machines. They will give you the right answer, and yeah, go for it, I would say.
Definitely, sir. So with that, our next question is on DIY versus professional installation.
Okay.
So many people wonder if they can tint their windows themselves. Is DIY window tinting a good idea, sir?
No, Chani, I don't think so, honestly. Window tinting is definitely not a DIY product. It needs a lot of training. The application is very important. As I say, for PPF also, as good as the installer is, as good the PPF is. It's more important. So definitely not a DIY. I would rather say I see a lot of window films getting applied on the roadside, in open environment, and people still think it is the right way. I would say definitely. I don't mind getting it applied from an accessory shop, but it should be at least in a dust-free environment, because when you're opening the film in open, all the dirt is there. So you'll find those dots in the window tint. In terms of its visual, in terms of seeing the window tint, it will not look that nice. So if your question is DIY, then I would definitely advise it's a product which requires a lot of training, good installation, and definitely not in open. It needs to be done in a proper dust-free zone. Then only you get a good installation and a good finish out of it.
Well, thanks for that interesting perspective, sir. With that, sir, our next segment of question would be on costs and warranty. How much does a window tinting cost, and is there a warranty for it?
So yes, when I explained, Chandni, regarding the different types of window films, if I talk about our UltrashieldX ceramic tints, which has an IR cut of 99%, then it starts from, depending on the area and the vehicle, but starts from 15,000 going up till 30,000 rupees, depending the car and how many glasses you want to get it done. We can do it partially also, and we can do a full car, as in all the glasses also. And the warranty in which we are giving in UltrashieldX is for 10 years. So that's why it is a one-time thing. 10 years, I think, so is a very, very long time. It's very important to choose the right film which is going on the car.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you, sir. It was very informative. So with that, I guess we have reached our last segment of question, which is on window tint testing. So, sir, there are so many different kind of window tints available in the market that you've already explained us before as well. So, how can we know which one is better? And we would like to know your take on it.
So yes, Shani, as I was telling, I want to tell all the viewers that window tint is something, window films is something in which you can actually see, judge the quality through these testing machines. So as I said, we have different kind of meters, tint meters, to check the performance. So what we call in our language is TSER, total solar energy rejected. So the IR cut, if it is more, it definitely affects on the TSER. And we have a lot of machines, and I think so we'll do a video in our experience center in which we can show all the testing machines in detail. And it's not just one, there are at least 4 to 5. So stay tuned for those videos. That will give you a much much better idea. I think so this introduction itself is more than enough, but I think so the testing machines and those videos will give, I think so, better clarity to all the viewers. So stay tuned. And yes, Chandni, we'll explain about the window tinting testing machines in length.
Great, sir. We're waiting for those insightful episodes of testing and dedicated videos of ours. So for our viewers, so stay tuned, buckle up. We are coming up with something much, much better and innovative.